Okay, this is 343's Inside Infinite, the June 2021 edition. Features a lot of UI updates to like the website and the app. Also mentions some stuff about the seasons and battle passes, along with potentially multiplayer story progression. I'll have timestamps down below. And this is the first little section that I wanted to stop at. They talk about the seasons and the customization and stuff you'll unlock. Ryan Paradis starts off by saying, so we decided on roughly 3 months because it gives players a good amount of time to experience and explore the seasonal content without getting tiresome and without constantly pulling the rug out from under players. And you absolutely do not need to wait 3 months for bug fixes. We're going to have prioritized fixes on our end, of course. Not everything will be fixed immediately, but we have the infrastructure to deploy fixes rapidly. Player feedback will continue to play a key role in identifying opportunities and shaping our priorities. This all sounds fantastic. And Chris adds, we do not want to demand that players play a ton of hours every week of the season to complete everything. We want players to have fun in Halo, not grind like it's a job, and this is repeated throughout this entire article. They don't want people to burn out on the grind, feel like it's a chore, which is good. And that's a lot of games like Destiny kind of fall under that thing where it's a chore to get your weekly stuff done. And now this down here talks about the events. For Season 1, think of events as fun things for the players to experience and get rewarded. Almost every week will mix up the activities that are presented to the player. Certain big weeks will feature events that have new activities and specific reward tracks. Free reward tracks, we will provide more details on specific events before launch, but be on the lookout for a special type of event with specific thematic rewards called a fracture. The battle pass and other main vectors will supply canon customization. The fracture in some events will at times lean into things a little outside of that, kind of like the samurai armor shown here. Chris goes on to add, out of the gate, players can start getting gear and get rewards from the free battle pass track, the paid battle pass track, challenges, skill rewards, event reward tracks, legacy rewards like Halo 5 Spartan rank 152, and be rewarded for some campaign actions. We have a number of Season 1 giveaways as well. Certain weeks and days have some significance inside and outside the game, so we've set aside pieces for players to log in and claim. And that's another fantastic thing. They mentioned campaign actions. Earning stuff in video games has long since gone the way of the dodo. It's nice to see that coming back. Remember, we'll be adding new customization and fun ways to unlock and earn these, or earn those as well. Day one is just the beginning for us. And again, they reiterate, we're working hard to ensure that Battle Pass isn't a grind. We want it to supplement rewards for the time you're already putting into the game. I, for one, can't stand it when I'm playing a game just to complete the Battle Pass. It feels like a chore. I much agree with Ryan here. Again, back to Destiny, it just felt like a chore doing weeklies. All battle passes will be permanent. We knew this. This means that Season 1 will always be around. You can always go back and pay for it and do it at your own progression. And down here, we have our visual design goals. We're about designing the right experience for each platform. The app intentionally serves a slightly different function than the website. It was fine balance to maintain a consistent interaction language that was native to each platform. For the companion app, they wanted to focus on surfacing the features that are nearest to gameplay, customization, progression, and gameplay stats, rather than news and articles. And this is another little tidbit that I kind of wanted to include because I really like this. In this redesign, we wanted to increase functionality and accessibility. We paid close attention to colors, color contrast, textures, font size, font weights. Throughout our site, we are constantly checking the contrast ratio to make sure all the text is readable against all background scenarios. We also designed our charts and graphs to be less dependent on color. We started out with no colors and played around with the line weight and texture. And this little graph here is fantastic. I love looking at things like this, and it's so easy to read, even without, if this was just black and white, having it different dotted lines and all that kind of stuff. It's fantastic. I love it. And moving on to some of the forum stuff, the forum will be moved to Discourse, which is just a new platform for them to host it on, and they're adding new like forum awards essentially, and these are the new awards. They look really nice, look really snazzy. Another nice little tidbit here. One of the many challenges in building a game for simultaneous release on a broad range of hardware is ensuring that all of our content management and engine systems can dynamically scale and make best use of console or PC without bogging it down. This game is supposed to run on an OG Xbox, right? Memory has been a big concern, and I'm super proud of what we've managed to accomplish in upgrading all of our technology to support a much larger game than Halo 5 on the same platform, while also allowing it to breathe and greatly improve its visual quality on newer, more powerful hardware. Good to hear. I'm still skeptical of seeing this thing run on an OG Xbox. Just saying. And this is the big one, because this hero is you, or rather they are the character you become every time you step into a Halo multiplayer match. The next step in their journey begins with the launch of Halo Infinite's first multiplayer season, which we're calling Heroes of Reach. Customizing your character, making your Spartan look and sound exactly the way you want, is a huge part of the journey. So is tracking your triumphs and setbacks, or interacting with your friends and foes on new improved Halo Waypoint. Your journey is more than that. The center of our plans is a goal to deeply root your multiplayer character in the larger Halo universe and give them a vital active role in the Halo story moving forward. How exactly we're going to do this in the new seasons and years ahead, well, we're not ready to share the details yet, but I can share that we picked Heroes of Reach as a seasonal theme for a very specific reason. Reach has a rich history. It's a key location for Spartans of old and a focal point for new generation of Spartans preparing to wrestle with the perils and mysteries of a galaxy that has fundamentally changed after the events of Halo 5. Indeed, Infinite's first multiplayer season takes place at a transformational moment in Halo history, at the pivot point from one generation of heroes to the next. In this moment, your multiplayer hero is waiting just off stage, geared up for battle and ready to spring into action. Their epic story has yet to be told. This makes it really seem like they're setting it up to be like Reach, where there might be DLC that just involves your multiplayer character being the main character of the story, which is cool. I'm down for that. Makes it a little bit sus, makes you wonder if Chief's gonna kick it in this story or not. That's really one of the biggest bites in this whole article, right? It's a really interesting thing to think on. And that about does it. Hopefully we got through quickly. Not too much fluff. There wasn't a whole lot, again, that was super new. The multiplayer thing at the end, going into a kind of story-based Reach-esque thing, pretty cool. I like that. A lot of customizability and accessibility stuff. That's also very cool. Seasons being 3 months, then them not wanting it to be a chore. I'm glad that they're thinking of it that way. It's going to be interesting to see them try to balance between the people that grind non-stop and the people that only play like once a week. But yeah, I'll keep doing these as long as they keep feeding us information. I'll see you guys next time.